How's it going? It's been a while. As you can see, I'm at the house, getting some walking done. Been off for a while now. Had a little medical thing I had to take care of. I was actually going to walk out through the woods, but the dogs are out here with me. You know, maybe we can sneak out of the gate and go out there in a minute. Here, let's see if we can go ahead and sneak out of here. There, they didn't suspect a thing. You can come out here and mulch up some of these leaves on the trail. So, here's what happened. I was due for my DOT physical, or it was coming up. And due to previous health issues, hereditary heart issues, I had stents placed before, and so if you know anything about that, you got to do a stress test every 2 years. Wow, I almost can't see the trail. Well, I went in to prepare for that. Went in, did the old stress test, and got a call that afternoon from a cardiologist. Basically said test was abnormal, didn't like what they seen. So, in her words, I need you to go to the ER and don't drive. Have someone else drive you. Needless to say, that was a little alarming. So we did it. Got the missus to take me over to the ER. And we sat there for a few minutes. They didn't take them long to take me back. But he took me back, did an EKG, and come back and said, "Wow, are you feeling okay? You have any chest pains or shortness of breath?" To which I replied, No, I'm not." "Why? Why you ask?" And they said, "Well, based on your EKG, you're in the middle of a heart attack." I was like, "Oh, well, that's neat." So they were going to take me up and do a heart cath, but they opted to wait and get another EKG a little later on. And here we are at the end of my woods. Oh, here's all that fresh dirt I brought in here a couple weeks ago. don't see any deer out there in the field at the moment. It's probably they're probably out there behind the house in that field. So we're gonna go back the other way now. All right, so now we're heading back the other way. So they came back later, did another EKG, same thing. You know, you don't have any chest pains or shortness of breath or anything? No, I'm not. Oh, we're gonna go around this little trail over here. Needs to be cut down a little bit, but so anyway, they admitted me because they wanted to do more tests and all that kind of stuff. Well, it's a good thing they did. Come on. And back over to where the chickens are. Oh, Mrs. T-Bone out there throwing some scratch down for them. Well, it's starting to get dark on me. So we're gonna take it to the garage. There's the truck. Just gonna be sitting for a while. Another month or two at least. Let me clean that door. And so here's where things got real. They come back, or I guess I came back too because they took me to do the heart cath. And they come back and they said, you have 98% blockage on this artery. You have a 93% blockage on this artery. And we can't stent it. We're going to have to do a quadruple bypass. That's 4. So they were basically giving me the rundown. So what it boils down to is the Plavix I had been on, the blood thinner, for several years. Turns out it never worked. I thought it might have been a thing where I got immune to it, but when I was at my appointment, one of my follow-up appointments last week, she was like, no, you don't understand. It's never worked. Well, I've went in for stents twice. I've had to have that done twice. Why didn't those doctors catch the fact that the Plavix wasn't working? It was a 15-minute test. I was going to have to stay at the hospital for 5 days to come off the Plavix unless it wasn't working. They did a test, a blood test, I guess, and within 15-20 minutes they came back and said, no, the Plavix isn't working, so we can do your surgery Monday. And that was on a Saturday, the 28th, I guess. So they did my surgery on the 30th September. Is that right? What is this? This is October. Yeah, 30th of September. So it's been crazy. It was like a whirlwind events. I got there on Friday. Quadruple bypass on Sunday. Or Monday, my bad. I gotta say, it's pretty amazing what the doctors can do these days. I mean, they took, I don't know if y'all can see that. Kind of gross. Not really, it's healed up for the most part. but they took an artery out of my wrist. And then I got another cut up here where they took a vein out of my arm. And then I've got a cut just below my knee and a cut down by my ankle where they took a vein out of my leg. And as my understanding, they used the vein in my leg to make two veins. So artery, 3 veins, to my understanding. But according to the doctor, you know, I should make a full recovery, be good as new. Obviously yelled at me to quit smoking, which I'd planned on doing to begin with. Just not so abruptly. But today is I think today's the 27th, 28th of October. And I have now been smoke-free for a month, so there's that. I do have a terrible hard candy peppermint addiction. And dum-dums. I guess it's just that hand-to-mouth thing. I don't know. There's been a couple of times where I've craved it. Craved the nicotine or craved the smoke, but for the most part, we're good at that. But according to FMCSA and DOT, I've got to wait 3 months before I can get back in the truck, and then I got to have a positive stress test. I forgot what it's called, the ejection. I forgot what it's called, but I got to have a positive stress test. At this point, I still can't drive. I can't even drive the side-by-side or my pickup truck, because obviously they cut my chest open, spread my chest and ribs apart, which that feels awesome if you're, you know, coughing or sneezing or pretty much anything. But we're getting there. We're getting better. It's not so bad now. I can actually run my hand up and down now, but I wouldn't recommend a quadruple bypass. Well, I mean, unless you need it, then I would recommend it, but I wouldn't, you know, if you're bored on the weekend, go, hey, I think I'll get a bypass, or don't do it. But I guess that's our update for now. We're just going to be down for a while. I'm getting ready to, I got to do a lot of walking, because it messes with your lung capacity too. You got to, you know, get your lung capacity back. And it's just exhausting, the amount of stress and healing that your body has to go through. It's gotten, first couple of weeks wasn't too bad, but then I ran out of meds, you know, the pain meds and stuff like that. So now it's like everything's healing back together, the nerves, and they're firing off. So you'll just be sitting here and it'll just be like somebody stabbed you in the knife or something. But it's getting there. In the meantime, I'm going to do, you know, my walking and my cardio. And I think I got cleared to use some weights and do some curls now, small weights. I got to keep my elbows in, though, because they don't want me, you know, pushing against anything. So, for those that want to follow along, I think I may do some live streams or something, or maybe just videos of the progress as we're moving along. But that's where I've been. That's what's been going on. Fun times. In the meantime, thanks for trucking with T-Bone. Well, I haven't been trucking, so I guess we're just tinkering. I may change the channel now. Probably going to change the channel anyway. The trucking thing's getting old. I may try some different things. Just obviously the next couple of months I'm going to be here around the house. I got the golf cart over here to finish up. Oh, there's a sneak peek. Hopefully we'll get that finished up. It shouldn't be too much hard labor for that. I think I've got everything I need to button it up. It's just a matter of feeling right to come out and button it up. But anyway, thanks for trucking with Tbone. Hit that subscribe button, like, leave a comment. Love to hear from you guys. And Take care. We'll see you soon.